All right. I had to turn off that TV. I'm sure you can probably hear it in the background. So, how is everybody doing on this beautiful full moon in Gemini? So, it has been a while since I've sat down and talked to you guys. I'm sorry. Life been life and I've been busy. Y'all keep me busy and life keep me busy. So, but I wanted to take out the time to talk a little bit about the upcoming new year. Now, I'm not going to do anything predictive or divination wise. I'm going to save that for another day. So I will, I'm gonna promise, I'm gonna do a divination video about what to expect, what the energy is gonna be like 2026. But this particular video today is about how to best prepare for it spiritually. Okay. Now, first of all, why should you do anything in preparation for the new year? I can hear all of the naysayers. Well, it's not really the new year. You know, the Gregorian calendar is not right. This is not really the new year. So why do we have to do anything? Well, you really don't have to do anything. But let's look at how things are aligning. So the way they have our new year positioned right now, which we know that astrologically the new year doesn't start until the sun goes into Aries, which is spring. And then pagans celebrate their new year around Sal Wednesday. That's the end of their year and the beginning of their new year, right? But one of the reasons why it's important to acknowledge the new year spiritually and to do certain ritualistic practices is because the new year comes just after a change in seasons. Now, for me personally, I believe you get the most out of magic, the most out of spirituality when you make it a lifestyle. Okay. I know that there's going to be dabblers, and some people start out dabbling and become more serious. Some people dabble their whole lives. But you get the most out of your spirituality, the most out of your magic when you apply it in a form where it is a lifestyle for you and you're not just doing things willy-nilly, a little bit here, a little bit there, and not really taking it seriously. You know what I'm saying? So if you're going to make magic and spirituality a lifestyle, then you have to find a way to apply what you know and what you can do to your everyday life so that you can make life better for yourself. Now, for me personally, my philosophy is that every season you should be doing what some people might even call spring cleaning. Okay. And there's a reason why people do cleaning around the springtime. Okay. And this is also, yes, physically you want to cleanse your house, it looks better, all that wonderful shit. But on a spiritual level, in your home, like in feng shui, we have what's called qi. You have qi in your body, right? You have qi, life force energy that moves through your home. So when you have that energy in your home and you're going through life, you know, we get sick, we get angry, things go on in our homes. You bring energy, people bring energy into your home, you bring energy into your home from places. Sometimes things are attracted into your home. Clutter, things like that, it disrupts the flow of the chi in your home. So each season, it's a good spiritual practice to start to apply to your life, to do certain, I would call, preparatory things like a spring cleaning of sorts or clearing, rituals that are geared towards clearing, right? So, again, even though this is not the astrological new year that we're getting ready to have, or it's not one of the more observed natural ways to look at it, because it's coming after a major seasonal transition, which is the winter solstice. And yes, for the sake of numerology, okay, this is going to be a 1 year of new beginnings. And this on January 1st, that is considered to be the new year. Now, the Chinese New Year, hold on, I wrote some notes down, y'all. The Chinese New Year starts February the 17th, okay? So keep these dates in your mind because these are going to be the times, the best times to do these types of rituals, okay? So, why do them? Because I'll go back to that. Because, like, the chi in your home gets stagnant. The energy in your home becomes stagnant. The energy within our body, remember the Hermetic law, as above, so below, as within, so without. So what's going on inside of us will be reflected on the outside of us. And opposite, the opposite way too. What's going on the outside, you can take a look and see what's going on the inside with the person. So we need to keep things moving. Right. In life, we experience hardship, delays, lack, issues when energy doesn't flow. When energy is flowing and flowing properly, then things in our life flow properly, and we experience less hardship, we experience less frustrations, right? Things tend to go better. So when you do these preparatory clearing types of rituals and things, it's going to help things in your life flow better. It's going to help things in your life manifest better. And it's going to keep out the negativity and the negative forces that are sometimes attracted to you and attracted into your home. Okay. And so the importance of doing them, especially if you can align them closely with like a solstice or just after the solstice, because that's when a gateway and a portal opens. And there's a lot of spiritual energy that you can tap into. And magic means nothing more than directing energy. Okay. You are manipulating and directing energy to create change or cause something to happen in your life or in somebody else's life. Okay. Now, for those of you who practice hoodoo, or even those of you who grew up in families, I'm going to say melanated families, black families, some of your family traditions are actually steeped in hoodoo traditions. For instance, I'll give you an example. In my family, one of the things that we did is on the new year, it would be traditional to cook black-eyed peas, to make greens and cornbread. They would say, let a man be the first person to come through your door because he's going to bring in luck. We had a tradition where we were not supposed to wash clothes on the New Year's. It was said that if you wash clothes on the New Year's, you'll wash somebody out your family. So these were things that I learned growing up, listening to my mother. My mother got it from her mother, and she got it from her mother. And this is a tradition. Now, my family's from the South, but some of you may have heard of some of these traditions, but those are hoodoo, folk magic, conjure practices. Okay, remember, folk magic means